And we're back, baby. Hi.
Hi.
We're here. We're in the clear, away from Rochester crime, Arkansas freaks, and...
Yeah. Yeah.
I think eventually you have to tell all your, you're in the South jokes.
Oh, I have so
this
many.
episode.
I have so many in the South jokes.
But we'll start out with a high-low. Would you like me to start with one?
Sure.
I'll start with a low.
Okay.
Because it was a real low. I mean, we already talked about this, but I'd really be curious to know if this is common for everybody. The smell. The smell that we have acquired living on a boat. It's not a bad smell.
No, it's just like
it's a boat.
Boat smell.
Boat. And like when we were walking onto it yesterday, when we came back, I was like, it didn't really smell like diesel to me.
No, I didn't smell any fuel smell at all. It just smelled like almost like fiberglassy, boaty, like kind of stale airy, but like not. But I don't know. It was
air.
A little bit. Because I mean, there was no airflow when we were gone.
And so everything we own, suitcases, clothes, anything, has that smell apparently. And so now I just have to spray myself. I feel like I have to spray myself all over. But I think it's just part of it. And nobody else has said anything except for Mom.
Yeah, I mean, none of my family really, I mean, a little bit, they said that they smelled it, but, like, you had to, like, know that you were even looking, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, we didn't even notice until you brought it up, and then you can kind of smell it a little bit, but not, like, that bad. And it was only certain clothes. Like, none of my bags smelled, none of...
Really?
My anything really smelled. It was like my hat, like my wool hat, and my jeans were like the strongest, they said. And like even then it wasn't like you had to like put your nose up to it to like smell it. Was that how your mom was too, or she could just smell it without even?
No, she just smelled it in the air. And so did Elena when they didn't tell us in Orlando. Traitors. So that was upsetting to hear. Who wants to smell? But we don't smell. It's just like a smell that they've never smelled before.
Yeah.
That was it. That was a big part of it. But yeah, they were the only two. Do you have a low? Start out with the lows and go to highs.
I was in a place with no ocean for a month. I didn't like it.
Yeah, a river.
It's not the same, okay?
River and lots of barbecue.
And man-made lakes.
And bars separate from restaurants.
Yeah. No alcohol served at any restaurants. I don't like it.
I like the mix of accents we're doing right now.
It's just, who knows? Yeah, it was... Yeah, it was living on land for a month, and it was a nice, I guess, realization of like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to live on land in a house and with house things.
And house things, that's the thing.
And
house
like
things. Let's talk about house things. You have any house specific things? Sorry, I totally cut you off.
He is ridiculous.
Like price?
Well, I don't know. I mean, and I think it's cheaper down there, but like 72 degrees. That house was kept at 72 degrees. I felt like I was gonna boil alive in there.
Sizzle.
Granted, part of it's because my mom's sick, and it's just she's cold all the time, so the house is always hot all the time, and it's not even like it gets turned down at night. It's 24/7, 72 degrees. that bill must be pretty high. Even when it was warm out, even when it was like 60s out, it was 72 degrees in that house.
He would do that for the birds, though, even before.
But it was never 72. I think
okay.
I think the hottest he kept the house in New York was like 68, maybe 70.
Still pretty warm.
Which is still warm. But like when it was warm outside, like in the 60s, he would turn the heat down and like open windows and stuff like that. No, I doubt those windows have opened in a year. So yeah, and just a giant space and
too much space.
Way too much space.
More time and room to collect shit.
I mean, I essentially had 2 rooms. I had a bedroom and an office, and it was just weird. I just didn't like it. I felt like I was gonna lose things and forget things, and
even though we lose things constantly.
I know, but it's different. And just, I guess another low light, which it'd be different if I could drive, but like being able to go places, like I couldn't just walk out the front door and really go places. I mean, I guess I could have walked up into town and
How
gone.
far of a walk would that be?
Like maybe half a mile.
Half a mile.
Hi.
Hi. Are you a red guy or a white guy?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Well, Dustin, you can be both.
What?
You can have red and white wines if you get your order at Naked Wines. Right?
Yeah.
So,
how does it work?
How does it work? What you can do is go to Third Eye Sailing / wait a minute.
It's just thirdeyesailing.com.
thirdeyesailing.com. And you can get to our link, affiliate links, and you can go to Naked Wines. And you can get a $100 voucher on us. And that equals out to, you're getting $6, 6 bottles of wine for $39.99. And you can, you get to choose 3 whites and 3 reds, I believe.
Or you can do like a mystery too, I think.
Oh, yes, there's a mystery bundle. Yeah. They have so many selections. I mean, you can't go wrong. If you're a wine lover, this is kind of the thing for you. It really is. We're big winos over here. We'll try anything as far as wines go. So we love Naked. I've used them a long time, and
yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're great.
Always something new.
Always something new. So Naked Wines, Third Eye Sailing. Use our code and you get that $100 voucher. And have at it.
Helps us and supports the show and
indeed
all that stuff. So
have at it. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Not bad.
But it's like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go to Letty's by myself. It's weird.
That's a restaurant.
Yeah. So
it's weird.
I don't know. Just the fact that everything's so spread out too. Like,
do they have a library?
Somewhere. I think it's a Mountain Home.
Oh.
Like mainly everything is in Mountain Home, which is 15 minutes away. So it's not like here where you walk out the door and you can go wherever you want within a mile.
Well, and then I think about the people on the other end of the island. Do they have anything close? Or is it 15-20?
On the other end of our island?
Yeah.
I mean, Roche has some stuff. They have like a little grocery store and some stuff out there. But yeah, pretty much anyone that wants to, they have to drive like into town.
Yeah.
To get stuff.
Just depends where you're living. And my mom, her apartment, the sump pump went, so half of her apartment was flooded the day before we flew to North Carolina. So that was fun. Way too many house stupid things.
I thought it was the hot water heater.
I think it was both. Sump pump and hot water heater. My dad thinks it was a sump pump, and then that affected the hot water heater. Okay. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
Mechanical things.
I feel like it'd be the other way. If the hot water heater burst, but then the sump pump wasn't working, it wouldn't pull all the water out of the basement, basically, that she's in. And yeah.
And our heat that stopped working because it froze. The gas lines froze, so they were blow drying the gas lines in the closet where that is. It's just a lot, just too much. We had to keep it at like 68 degrees when it was 8 degrees outside.
Well, I mean, I could see that.
But that's annoying.
I know, but where she is down like below ground in her hole,
In the
I could see having to have, especially where they have that hot water heat, or where they have the heat, the furnace and stuff. It's like on the outside wall. Probably isn't really. It's probably like not insulated at all. So it just relies on the heat from the apartment, and when you only keep it at 65, that's not enough for that much heat to permeate into there. It's kind of crazy that the gas lines froze, because that's...
And it happened to like 7 other apartments that night, that it was 8 degrees.
Yeah, well, that's the fault of the apartment. They don't have them. They don't have them wrapped or whatever.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's really not your guys' fault. If 7 other apartments, it was the same thing.
Yeah,
So it's
true.
it's just how they have them installed. Probably not the greatest, but...
Let's move on to highs.
What
What do we got?
I got to ride a horse. That was fun.
Oh yeah, where did you go again?
To my aunt's friend's house. Rode around his arena.
He has an arena. What do you mean?
Like for like practicing like roping and rodeo and stuff.
Oh.
He's got like an actual like rodeo like arena
What?
that he like practices. 'Cause he rides rodeo, and like Erin used to when she was younger. Like her and Max used to do doubles.
Double.
So like they both would work together to rope a calf.
Oh.
And so like one of them usually would go for the head, and then once that was down, the other person would like rope the legs, and then one of them would have to get off the horse and then like tie it up as like fast as they can, and then it's basically like all timed.
Oh.
So like the time from when the calf leaves the gate to when you can rope it, get it on the ground, and tie it in like with like a certain knot, or tie its legs up in a certain way, you're timed, and then the fastest time wins.
That's so disturbing.
So.
Ugh. Okay. Why is this still a thing?
Because it's the South.
Oh my god. I emptied our storage unit.
You did. You did a great job.
Yes, I fucking did. Narrowed it down to 1, 2, 3 bins with a couple framed artwork things. That's awesome.
Yeah.
They're going with Mom. They're not here.
I don't know where we'd put them.
We wouldn't.
In a storage unit here. That's where we'd put them.
Oh my god, can you imagine shipping those?
It'd be so expensive.
Yeah, no. But that's $150 we're saving a month.
160.
160?
Yep, it went up.
Like this month it went up. Wow.
Well, no, December I paid, and it was 160.
Ugh. Yeah. Bunch of horse shit. Did you already say you're high? Oh, you got to ride a horse.
That was.
What was the name of that one?
I rode Roscoe.
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 What color was he?
Tan.
Yeah. I could see that from the picture.
Roscoe.
Hey. The South. Or do you have any green tech? What would you like to do first? I have some other happenings with the fucking world, but
there's been a lot of... I haven't really read them in full. I've kind of read like headlines, but there is some cool stuff happening. BMW is making leaps and bounds in hydrogen engines. They're investing in hydrogen as their renewable energy source instead of electric.
Okay, BMW.
And then is it Mercedes? Mercedes has developed... I did fact check this. It's not just a Facebook gimmick. I did actually fact check
Fast check.
I at least fact check both of these things. Mercedes is developing a solar paint that has solar cells like embedded in the actual paint, so you can like paint a whole car, and then that will have like basically be like the car turns into a giant solar panel.
What?
Yeah, it's really cool.
When did that start happening?
I think a lot of this stuff they've been developing for a while, but now they're starting to like actually like unveil like articles about it and stuff
Holy
like that.
crap.
Yeah.
That could be like on buildings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
I know. I don't think it's as efficient as like a normal like.
Well, because it could scratch off. Scratch
Scratch
off.
scratch off a little bit down.
What's wrong with me?
I know they're developing some new solar panel cell materials. They're supposed to be a lot more efficient than like the current ones. What else new? Fusion reactors are still kicking and moving, and
But what did you say about those things in the ocean?
the tidal generators.
Uh-huh.
So the power company out here looks like is starting plans of developing some tidal like wave generators
Puget Sound energy? Oh.
no,
No.
Opaco, which is
Opaco?
the Orca Power and
Oh.
the Orcas Island Power and whatever
Oh.
company
Okay.
that does power to all the islands.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're doing a seminar talking about tidal generators and stuff like that, and it sounds like, at least from what I got, is that that's like I think the future that they kind of want to start looking into for renewable, besides just solar.
For out here in the islands.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because I know like the marina is looking into more solar. They're looking into electrifying like the pump out boat and some of their other work boats. They want to switch them to electric power. And they were talking about they want to build.
Where did you see that, on the Facebook page?
No, on their website.
Ah.
They were talking about it. And they want to build they want to partially supplement the power here in the summer with solar, like for the actual marina.
Okay.
So they were talking about building like an actual like solar like pavilion or something maybe that will be built out of solar panels to help provide power.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And then they were talking about they would install
Hey, Dustin.
Hi, Haley.
So we both have very long, luxurious locks as of late.
Yeah, we do.
Right?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, they're long.
Your hair is longer than mine.
It is.
It's fine.
I think she's jealous.
What? What are we using to wash our hair lately?
Sea-Bar.
Sea-Bar?
Sea-Bar.
Sea-Bar is all locally made in Washington State. They are our favorite hair care brand. They have amazing scents, like we have Seafarer, Seabreeze, Sea Tree. Am I missing one? There might be a couple more in there.
No, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, they all smell amazing. I think our favorite is Seabreeze.
Yeah. It's the one we use.
It's got the coconutty. It's just really, really. It smells like candy.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool part about these is they're all travel friendly because they look like deodorants.
Yep.
Right. They're replaceable fill-in. They're bars. They're like circular bars, but they're replaceable.
Yeah. So the way it works is, you buy, your like shampoo or conditioner or both. You can get them in bundles, and then when you need more, you just buy a replacement one, which comes in. I think it's like a cardboard like packaging.
All eco-friendly packaging.
And I think it's for every sale, he picks up
pound of
a pound of trash on like all the local beaches. So
amazing.
Yeah.
So if you use our code Third Eye Sailing, that will help with the show and us and clean up the coasts of Washington State.
Yep.
So C-bar/Third Eye Sailing. Go for it. Thank you very much.
Links are on our website.
And you'll smell really good.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Kind of like electric car chargers at a couple different spots around the marina. One for their electric boats, but also for like if other people had electric boats and wanted to actually, like more of like their production line electric boats, use like the same style kind of chargers as like Teslas.
Okay.
So you can just plug it into like a shore power charger, basically, and then that'll charge the boat, the batteries and everything.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow. Lots of good things on Friday Harbor happening. We, this little island here and the other islands are, luckily, with the 21st century and trying to make things better.
Yeah.
Compared to apparently most of the country.
Compared to the South that actually just only started recycling like 5-6 years ago. And even then, it's not even like they don't even pick up at your house. Like you have to bring everything to a recycle center for them to even like recycle it. So,
well, you know what
like
I learned
a lot of
too?
people don't. They just throw it all in the trash. And
there's a list on bottles. Did you ever see it? Like only 4 states you can do bottle and can returns and get money back. I didn't know that.
Yep.
So North Carolina is
Arkansas is not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's only like New York, Vermont. I can't remember the other 2. It's on the bottles. I was blown away. Which we never really did, like bottle returns, but we still recycle.
We did all the
whether
time.
it's real or not. Is that you? Yes,
Sorry.
it's your foot. Making noise.
Yep.
What
do you got? What's happening?
I just have a couple. It's more just plain things.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Plain discrepancies.
Plain Jane things.
People need to shut their windows. The shades. As soon as they get... If you have a window seat, you're shutting it. You're shutting it. You're shutting it.
Yeah.
The people that want to look out the window and, like, they've never flown before, I don't care if you've never flown before. You're shutting the fucking window.
Yeah, it's way too bright up there to have them open. I had that on my plane, too.
It's so crazy.
So many people just had them, like, open. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Like...
One lady had it open because she was reading. And I was like, there's a reading light right there.
Right there. Right above.
Right above you. Yep.
It's too bright. And I don't care if it's dark when we leave. It's going to get brighter.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're on a red eye. But that's beside the point. And, you know, I think it's a little colder, too. Because you're getting more of the draft. It's not covered by the shade. When it's cold out.
Oh, probably a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think you do.
Especially when you're at, 30,000 feet.
30,000 feet.
Above the clouds.
You do that really good. What else? I mean, the kids. It's the kids that really... I feel bad saying it, but it's just so annoying when they're screaming and crying. And you can tell when it's a baby versus like a toddler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Duct tape.
Yeah.
It should be offered on the plane.
Don't bring them on the plane. Problem solved.
I know, but like, what if you're really far? You know?
I don't know.
I was brought on a plane.
Give them some Benadryl, knock them out. I don't know.
Why don't they do the Benadryl? Drugs.
Chloroform? I don't know.
Oh my god.
Put them to sleep.
And then, oh my gosh. When we were waiting, I think it was when, the jet bridge. The jet bridge that we couldn't get detached from. because something with the circuit breaker, it stopped working.
Oh, that's fun.
And the remote control things for it weren't working.
Oh, no.
So we were stuck. So we were on there waiting to leave for like, I don't know, 40 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah. And this idiot behind me, I think this was the plane. There were a couple of times we were just chilling there for way too long of time.
Uh-huh.
But this person had the text tone of the crickets, you know, on the iPhone. Yeah. Like every 5 minutes.
Put your
Full
phone on
volume.
vibrate. Put your phone on vibrate.
Vibrate.
Put it on airplane mode because you know you're on an airplane. I don't know.
We hadn't left yet. So I just put it on fucking vibrate.
Yeah. Or silent.
It's just so crazy to me how you think that that's okay. When there's so many people around you.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep with the crickets.
Yeah.
We're not in the jungle.
Or the South.
Another one. Everything goes back to the South. I don't know. And then just like so, my mother in a very suburban town in Rochester, New York, there was a fucking car chase.
What?
On like the the main road one night. We heard sirens.
Crazy.
We're in the middle of like, this is Rochester.
Suburbia.
She was telling me about all these different things that have happened, like when they go to the concerts. They've had to like get so many police like surrounding the area.
Oh, really?
Like kids, teenagers causing ruckus. Like, what are we doing? I hate that city. I don't care if I grew up there. It is just it's so just.
And it's gone so downhill too.
And we just are aging ourselves so much right now, but it really has.
It's turned into a lot of big city problems for not a big city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the suburbs, just going into there.
Yeah, it's spreading.
Fucking car chase.
That's crazy.
I couldn't believe it. And then she gets irritated when, you know, she gets stopped by the police when she's speeding, but these people. That's just normal.
Well, you know, don't speed. Problem solved.
Well, I would be speeding. But it's just kind of wild how... I don't remember it being that bad when I was like a teenager. But then again, I was in my own little bubble. So
yeah.
Who knows? There isn't too much orca stuff. I mean, there was a baby. Did both of them die? There was a baby born in J-Pod, and then another died. I can't remember.
I think they both passed away, and there might be a new one now or something. I thought I saw, but they weren't sure. And it's hard to keep track, and it's just
sad.
Mm-hmm.
But at least they're popping up.
They're trying,
Yeah. And New Year's, I think it was New Year's Eve. Janelle and I were just talking when I was over there, and we were getting ready to go to Buncie's little night out on the town, and she mentioned the orcas going to that bay.
Penn Cove.
Yeah, Penn Cove. So I was like, oh my gosh, you heard that all the way where you are? Like, that's great.
I think it made national news.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it was on like national news.
Back to Penn Cove.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, well, do name a few. You know it's the South.
Oh. Well.
With the accent.
You know you're in the South when you go to a restaurant and they don't serve alcohol. Alcohol.
You know we're in the South when there's babies crawling on the floor.
There really weren't any babies.
No, we saw that in Florida.
Yeah. That's you know you're in Florida.
When there's babies crawling on the restaurant floor.
No, a lot of places we went weren't really busy. And if they were, it was like all old people. Because that's all that lives there is old people. you're in the South when your drink glass that you get at a restaurant is a giant mason jar. You also know you're in the South when they don't give you small glasses of anything.
What do you mean?
So like our cups that we have, granted those are small. Okay, no, here's a good example. You know how like when we go to like the size glass cups that we got last night, like
Like
the water
regular,
glasses at
the water
Haley's,
glasses?
like
Yeah.
the normal regular size.
Mm-hmm.
Take that and multiply it by like 4. The glasses are like 4 times the size.
That's like alcohol?
No.
Oh, what is it? What do they put in there?
Like drinks.
Like soda?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Oh my god.
it's like probably like that high, and it's like probably like that big around.
Oh
They're
my
giant.
God.
They're all giant. Nowhere has like small glasses. It's all these giant glasses.
Somebody needs to go in there and check for diabetes with all the residents.
They probably all have it.
Holy crap.
What else?
We're just shitting on Arkansas.
You know you're in the South when gunshots going off at the range near your house is normal. All day. All day.
What?
All day.
No.
Sometimes like later at night you'd hear it and I'd be like, oh, there they go at the range again. And my grandpa was like, I don't think that's a range. I think it's just someone's backyard. They're just out there shooting targets. Because Arkansas doesn't care.
Oh my god.
They don't have any like, you can't shoot firearms in like a residential neighborhood there. They don't care. And fireworks. There were fireworks on New Year's Eve in the street.
Oh.
Like of our neighborhood.
Okay.
Like the neighbors next to us were setting fireworks off like in the street. Yeah. The shooter like the flyer ones too. It wasn't even like just little ground ones. It was like they were like going up in the air. I was like, is it war zone out there? What's going on?
Oh my god. No rules.
And then you heard like the like little like crackle of like the fire, how when it explodes and does that shh. It's like, oh, it's fireworks. Okay, good. I'm gonna go back to
hiding,
watching my show.
Wow.
It's the South when everything's closed on Sundays.
Everything was closed?
Pretty much most places are closed on Sundays.
Okay, you got it. You're whispering.
Most places are closed on Sundays and Mondays.
For Jesus.
Yep.
It's the day of our Lord.
Definitely the Bible Belt down there. It's lots of religious people. I even got a bless your heart a couple times.
Did you?
I did.
And it was probably fake.
It was. It so was.
Wait a minute. Who? Like, what, when? What was the situation?
Somewhere. Where the heck?
Well, you didn't go to church, so.
No. Someone said it to me. I don't know. It was one of the stores somewhere we were at.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you with the girls?
No, it was. I think it was. Was it Grandpa and I went somewhere?
Bless your little heart.
Bless your heart. Yeah. You too.
You too. Have a good day.
Yeah. Fuck off. Everyone knows. That's a small town.
Yeah.
Everyone knows everyone because that's how it is here too.
Yeah. Well, we'll throw in that we have new intro and ending music by our friend Scott Mantrow.
Yep.
He has a YouTube channel. We'll put it in the show notes. He does great work, great musician, and my book is coming out soon.
Oh boy.
Very soon. Still just waiting on the cover. It's almost done, but that'll be out on Amazon, Kindle stuff, and wherever you get all that. Hard copy and soft copies. What else? We're very excited for Onyx Storm coming out.
Couple days.
What else?
Comes out Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
At midnight.
21st.
Well, actually, is it midnight Eastern or is it midnight Pacific?
I don't know.
Because it might come out tomorrow at like 9 or 10.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember, how long did it take for Iron Flame to come out? Because I know Audible was like, it took a minute. I remember. Because I remember it came out on Kindle first.
It was delayed.
Yeah, and then I started reading it, and you got so mad.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I'll stop reading. And then you finished it before me.
Did I?
I think you did, yeah.
Now the next Janine O'Reilly book is coming out. I like her. I think, oh crap, what's it called? Where Did You Go? I think it's called Where Did You Go? That'll be good. Night Agent on the 23rd comes out.
Yep, this week.
Netflix. We're just like promoting all of this stuff.
I know, all this corporate, kind of corporate-y stuff.
But they're good.
Yeah.
Night Agent was really good.
I really hope the second season's as good as the first season.
I know. What's another one? I feel like I'm missing something.
I don't know.
I've watched Wicked about 5-6 times.
We watched it again last night. It was good. It's good to be able to like hear and see everything that was going on.
We didn't get to talk about that, did we? Or did we?
No,
was that on our last episode?
Did we talk about it?
Oh, well, it's a new year, but we're not doing New Year's resolutions.
No. We are above that.
We are above that. Oh, God. Cancel.
We're not worthy. They're not worthy enough. No, it's just there's no point.
We have a to-do list, and that's all we go with.
We have a to-do list a mile long,
yeah.
which is living on a boat,
cruising all summer.
Lots of stuff coming up. We got solar to do and composting toilets and reorganizing this boat for a four-legged feline.
Spring cleaning, getting rid of shite.
Yeah, that's part of the organizing, though.
Yeah.
It'll be hand in hand, I think.
That's like 4 things, but they're all massive undertakings.
And all, like, little stuff that needs to be done.
So, stay tuned. Happy fucking New Year.
Yep.
And we're out.
Peace.